In Jackson, Mississippi, being the backbone of the family is not a trophy, but it's a burden. Welcome to the 601 Network. This is Real Jackson News. Real folks, real commentary, real content, and an overall depiction of what's really going on in our families. I'm your host, Foresight, and I want to thank you for watching. Now, you saw the title. But why is that? Why is it that we have to be the backbone of our families? Let's talk for a minute. You paying the bills. It's only one person. You're the only one paying the bills. You're solving everybody's problems. You're the one they look to for the advice. You're always standing up when nobody else want to stand up. What is a trophy in that? Where's the trophy in that? When your dreams is on hold because you're trying to help someone else with their dreams. You look to see how everybody's doing, but nobody look to see how you doing. Nobody thinks that you're not all right. Nobody think that. They think that you're just like a Duracell battery or Energized bunny. You keep going and going and going and going. Does it happen to you? Yeah. See, these are some of the things that we talk about, but we don't talk about. But it needs to be talked about. But you're the backbone. You're the backbone of the family. You're the one that has to figure it out. You're the one, and then when the conversations come, when you have to have the serious conversations, they stray away. They look to the side. They look for you to handle it. When a situation comes, they look for you to handle it. See, and then it's like when you say something, you're the bad guy. But you're the bad guy when you say something. Hey, look, listen, this is too much. This is a little too much for me. Look, we need to, we need to do something different. Sucker, you need to get a job. You need to get a job and help out with these bills. You need to get up off your tail. Stop twinkling. Every time I turn around, every time I walk into this door, you twinkling your toes on my couch. And I'm constantly buying groceries. You can't even get the last piece of the chicken. Because you got to worry about those children. Got to worry about your grandchildren. I know I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. Because I know this happens to you. This is what's going on. Hey, I'm sorry for you. But the only person that can break this is you. You got to set boundaries. You got to set financial boundaries. You've got to set social boundaries. Can't be there for everybody. You got to stop being there for everybody. You got to stop being the listening ear that everybody wants to come and talk to. Stop being the problem solver of your circle. But you are afraid. It's uncomfortable because you don't want to destroy the relationships. Right? You don't want to destroy relationships, and that's why it's uncomfortable to you. Where's the happiness in that? How are you going to truly have a happy relationship when you are afraid of losing the relationship with the individual because you are afraid to tell them that they need to do right, that they need to get up and they need to cut the grass, wash the car, take the trash out. No, you're afraid. You don't want to lose the relationship. You don't want to lose the relationship because you don't want to tell them, look, listen, I can't talk to you right now. I'm setting my boundary. I can't talk to you right now. We're going to have to discuss this at a certain time. Excuse me, but my consultation fee is X amount of dollars. No, you don't want to do that. You know who you are. I'm just merely speaking facts. And then you have this then you and the other individuals may have this unsilent, well, let me say this. You may have this unsilent resentment that you ain't gonna, you're not gonna, you're just gonna walk around the house. You're not gonna show your resentment, but it's quiet. You got a real quiet resentment towards that individual because they ain't doing what they're supposed to do. And you shouldn't have to tell a person to do what they're supposed to do. When they say they know better. Because if they know better, they do better. But I do know, just because we know better, we're not doing better. But until you make them do better, they're going to stay doing the same thing, and you are going to get the same results. You didn't hear me on that one. They're going to do the same thing, and you're going to get the same results. This is what's going on in our families, and our immediate families. I'm not even going to go into, our employment family. I'll be getting into that at a later date. But I just want to talk to you for a minute about what goes on in our households. I know you're experiencing it. I have experienced it. I've seen it all. I see it all the time. You're a mother. You may be a mother with a husband. You may be a husband. You may be a father with a wife. You got to take care of the kids. but your wife is not producing like she should. Your husband walks in the door with a couple of dollars, but it ain't enough to pay to keep the lights on. And you working every day. And he come in there with maybe $100 from out him being out there in the streets, and you working every day. How's that acceptable? But you don't say anything because he's the father of them children. When are you gonna stand up and tell that joker if he don't get up and get him a 9 to 5, or find him a business, create an LLC and find him a business, something with sustainable, and make some sustainable income for you in those children, you ain't gonna never grow. You ain't gonna never grow. He's gonna do the same thing and you're gonna get the same results. That's the same thing with you, with the brothers. Hey brothers, I ain't forgot about you. I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna hold you down. Here you come in, you paying all the bills, and she don't do anything but expect. Well, first thing she says, "Well, you the man." Oh, come on, man. And then we talk about this when the new decade type crap. We have equal rights to do what you want to do. I'm speaking about in this instance. I'm speaking about nothing political. You want equal rights, but yet still you don't even want to help your man, your mate, to support the family. Oh, I done stepped on some toes there, Jack. But yet you want to holler, he's the man, he's supposed to do what he's supposed to do that. But yet you want equal rights. How's that equitable? The man needs help. He's telling you, baby, I need help. I can't take care of these kids in the house, and you too. And then here you, sister, you want to go out here, you want to get your nails done, your wig done. Not your hair, your wig. You want to look good every Saturday. So, and then he's struggling, but he not gonna say nothing. He gonna come in, do what he gotta do, sit there, grab him a bite to eat, and then a lot of times you don't even want to get up and cook nothing. You won't even give a man a hot meal. He go out to get something, tell him, say, look here, yo, you tell him, you say, bring me something back too. Bring me and the kids something back. I ain't cooked nothing. Now he gotta get in the car and he gotta go on down the street and grab something, or he bringing something coming home from work. Just say I'm lying. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment, Jackson. If that ain't happening to you, I don't. That's real. That's real news. I'm just gonna keep it 730. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100. I say 7:30 because it takes, you got to get way early in the morning to pull one over on me. Because that's what's going on. But ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Because you know why? Because you want to be the backbone of the family. Leave me a comment. Please, I would love to hear from you. This is Real Jackson News. 601 Network. Please leave me a like, and I'll be pushing out more videos. And subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching here.